Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Boulder Canyon here in Farming Simulator 19. We are going to sell our silage bales. We are going to go and have a look right now. We're going to see 323, so it's dropped down a little tiny bit, but it's not actually too bad. So let's hitch that one on, let's start this one up, and let's start loading. So we've got those on there. We've got 17 of 30 bales loaded at the moment. I will go running up this way, and we will load up all 30 bales, and then we will see what we get. Because remember, these are 8,000 litre bales, not 4,000 litre bales. So we should get a substantial amount of money for one trailer load of bales, which is going to be absolutely fan-schmabulous as far as I'm concerned. Absolutely wonderful, all of this money that we're going to get. So we know now 327 it went up to. We're getting 323, but we can definitely achieve more than $320 per bale for the entire lot. We can definitely get more than $320 per bale, per 1,000 litres for silage, which is something that we will remember in the future. So let's just go and get this first lot finished. I get that one there. I've still got room for another 4 bales, which will be the 4 to go on the very back now, won't it? So let's go up this way. There's 2. It's a very odd way of loading them, isn't it? And then it's going to put that one. Why does it do it like that then, I wonder? That does seem a little strange that it loads them like that. Anyway, there we go. We've now got the full load on the trailer. So I will next go to unload all the bales and put the straps on like that. Now we can start just slowly going along with all of those bales. And there is our full load. We'll bring it in over this way. We can see it a little bit better once we get back to the yard. A bit more. Right off the end of the field, like that. There we go. Full load of bales, and it does look pretty spectacular, I think. That right there, it does look pretty awesome. Yeah. You know what I was doing. Right, I'm going to bring this one over here, and I'm going to pull up alongside. Actually, no, I'm going to go right over the sell point. So what I'll do is, before I get to the sell point, I will unload the. I will take the straps off, like that, and I'll load that bay. I'll load the trailer up again, and then I'll go right over it, like this, down the other side, because I want to dump all the bales straight onto the sell point if I can. So I get to there, and then we go B like that, and then B again, and that puts them onto there. So if I back up a little bit more, I go like that, and then I press Y. So we're on $77,000 right now. Boom, like that. 77. We doubled our money. $77,000 from sold bales right there. That is fantastic. And that's only the start. We've got another lot to go up here. So this has put us up to $155,000. And we'll go over this way, and we'll go and get the next bit. So remember, I said I would fast forward time by 3 hours. And that should, by the look of it, give us enough time to spread fertilizer on this field. We do 3 hours of fast forwarding. And we could go and cut down some trees, but I don't want to go and load any trees, because remember, we've got to be fast forwarding time while we're loading trees. And thus means that we're not going to be able to finish doing our fertilizer spreading tonight, which I don't really want to do. We got another 12 bales that we're going to sell, so we've ended up with 42 bales off of the field. 42 8,000 litre bales, it must be said. So not standard bales, but bigger bales. So there's quite a few of them that we have got here. And I think overall the process was pretty quick. So I'll just do... Oops. Okay, I definitely pressed the wrong button there. That was definitely the wrong button to press right there. I'm not going to worry about... As you know, we really should. We really should. Unload the bales like that and put straps on like that. And yeah, they did roll forward a bit, but... Yeah, we really should be unloading the bales like that once we've got them loaded. We've only got 12 on here, so it's not like we're breaking, we're going to make any records or anything like that with them. And we'll bring these up over this way. Come in round to 155,000 at the moment. Another 12 bales. There's going to be another 25 grand, I would say. Put that onto there and then load them back on. I press U again to stop them from still loading. And then I bring that on like that. So that we've got the unload point. It's going to be right there. And then I go Y like that. And 30,000. Another $30,000 on top of what we already had. So we're now at 186. We need to get 440,000 altogether, which means that we are much, much closer than we used to be to getting our final target, which is absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm not going to worry about cleaning off the trailer. Cleaning the trailer is not an issue. I will bring the tractor down here. We will bring that one out like that, and I'll unhitch that one there. And then, actually, no, what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring this one over. I'm going to hitch in to this one here, like that. I'm going to bring that up near the pressure washer as well. I think that's probably close enough right there. And we'll wash all of this machinery off. I then need to get straight on with doing the... So we'll wash this one off. Once I've done the pressure washing, we do need to get on with doing the fertilizer spreading. That's got to be our next task. Oh, wait a minute. I nearly forgot. Fast forward. So it's... we'll call it 3 o'clock. We will fast forward until 6 o'clock. I can pressure wash while I'm doing that. There's no rule that says that I can't pressure wash while I'm doing that. Bring that over that way. And we will clean this off as well. Nice and clean there. There's definitely different angles that you look at on the map that does cause you some issues with the frame rate. So you're getting like slight laggy spots, but it seems to do that in a lot of the maps. Like the Felsbrunn map really bugs me that I get different angles that I look at. It does kill the frame rate a bit. But fortunately, because I'm recording time-lapse on that, it doesn't really tend to show up. Right. I'll just pull that one off of there like that. So we can clean that front weight. And I've got the tractor looking nice and clean now. And then I will go to the bale. I know I'm not going round the other side with this one. I don't know that I'll be able to... Yeah, I can't quite reach that far. Can't reach far enough to get over there, so we will go to this point, and I'm keeping an eye on the time. 6 o'clock is when we need to stop, and we go back to just normal 5 times speed then. So we've done our loading, we've done our selling, we've made some bonuses, we've made some decent money, things like that. Everything's looking good. Right, so I've done all of that bit. We'll put you down there, and we will slow you down. There we go. So we're now on normal 5 times speed. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one. We're going to... Where are we going to put this one? Just wondering where we're going to store this one right here. Bring it round here. You know what? Let me drive round the back. I'm thinking that we will probably store... We'll put this one over in front of the barn for now. I do want to get some sheds and stuff set up so that we've got better storage facilities for all of our machinery. Right now, we don't have it, though. Alright, so it is something that we don't have. It's fine. We'll live with it. So let's back you over this way, like this. There. There's a tree stump there. We do need to remove that tree stump. That is another thing that's on our to-do list. So then I can bring you out round like that. There we go. Right, now I go over this way and I back up and I go and get that fertilizer over there. And we can start going around. So this one can do the fertilizer spreading just fine. There, we hook that one on and I think Oops. Okay, I really don't want to do that. I haven't destroyed anything. It's fine. There, that's gone all the way down to 182, but we know that we can have 300 plus when we come to selling that, so it's something that's worth remembering for the future. 300 plus is definitely something that we can have and it's something that we will be wanting to make use of again in the future. I'm going to go over this way a minute. I'm going to zoom out as much as I can, or not maybe quite as much as I can, but we'll start doing that there, and then I'll bring that up round. You do have to actually stay in quite tight to the stone for going round the corners, because otherwise it just won't let you do it, right? It won't actually do all the spreading properly because of the angle of the spreader when it comes down through, which is a little bit of a nuisance. It's alright, it's not like the end of the world or anything, but it is a bit of a nuisance. Right, there's that bit done there. So now I will go over this way and we'll do a run down the side of the field. Technically, I don't need to worry about it over here. I can just do from this side over here. I'll start on here and do a run down this side of the field. Right, I'm going to turn that one off and turn it on again up there, because that is using up rather a lot of fertilizer. There is a mod that it does it over distance, so if you are going slowly up a hill, it does actually stop the flow of the fertilizer, and apparently it's quite good. It is one that I've been meaning to install. It's on ModHub. It's one that I've been meaning to install, but I did hear that some people have had the odd little bit of an issue with it, conflicting with some of the other mods. So I'm not really sure at the moment whether or not I want to try it. So get in the comment section and tell me today if you've tried that mod and whether you've had any issues with it. Because if you've had issues with it, chances are I probably will as well. Because if anybody is going to have an issue with a mod, it's bound to be me. I almost always have issues with mods. As if anybody is able to find anything wrong with a mod, it's normally me. I am almost always the one that finds the issues with them. And we will head down this way now. Is that going there? Yeah, I am out far enough. Ideal. So we can run on around. Once I get down to the other end of the field, we will top everything up, and then we can set the hired help going over on one side of the field. And while that is working, I can then go back over and start putting a few things away in our yard, just to tidy the machinery up a little bit. Even if we don't actually, like, completely do everything, we can at least start tidying it away a bit, which would be good. And then there's a few other bits and pieces that I want to do as well. We'll make sure the sheep are... Well, we haven't got food for them, but we have got a little bit of... well, there's a bit of stuff that's on the ground in front of them. We can get a front loader on, and we can gather that up. Well, we can either do that, or we could just use the baler, and we could scoop it up with the baler. I think we'll actually get the front loader. We get the front loader back on, and we'll use that one. Poke it through. That'd be the best way to do it. Poke it through, pick it all up, and dump it back in for the sheep. Because I know it's not going to be a huge amount, but it is a little bit, and it does help to keep them all ticking over. We'll also pull over the water tanker, and we'll give them a little bit of water as well. Let's just back you up around here a minute, like this. And I'm going to start doing it down through there like that. Right, yeah, I won't worry about that, the other little part of the circle right there. We'll just get to here and we will stop. Okay, now come over this way and spin round again. Back up to the tank right there. We've got an hour and a half to finish our fertilizer spreading. We should be able to do that. I don't see any reason why we won't. So fill that one up. There's $1,000 worth of fertilizer already. It's not cheap, this fertilizer stuff, is it? It's absolutely not cheap at all. It does get rather hideously expensive at times. If I bring you up there, whiz up that hill, and really, I think that you can start about there. That should be... Is that going to cover? It's not quite going to cover all of it, so I do want to just inch over this way a little bit. By a huge amount. Only a bit. There. I think that's enough. Right. Press H. Start. Hired help. Hired help is now fully operational. Working across the field. We are 6:30 in the evening. Is he going to be able to do this job before the end of the day? I'm really hoping he can. It's been a busy day. We have done quite a bit. we've got quite a bit more to do. We've got a load of trees over there. We've already got a lot of timber on the ground that is ready to go and pick up. That shouldn't take too long. And that is going to go through there quite nicely. So I will let him carry on, and we go over to this one. So I need to get the baler put away. So first up, we will put that one away. We need to find somewhere to put the baler that would be safe, but also where we can sort of put a tarpaulin over it and we don't have to worry about it. I know, we'll put it right in front of that barn right there. That's where that one's going to go. I'll bring the baler around here like this. There, like that. And there's that stump. I'm actually thinking that I could go and do that stump right now. I can bring you... Let me go forward a bit, actually. There. Back you up a little bit like that. Right. There. That's a good spot for that one right there. And I've got that tree stump there. That one's starting to bug me a bit. So I'm going to go and get the stump grinder on. And I can also, while I've got the stump grinder on, I can make use of that. Hitch you on there. Bring you out this way, and I can get that one fixed. I can get that one ground, and then I can fix the stump grinder afterwards. Just patch it up, and I can also clean it. I'll bring you over to there. Stop right there. Start it up, lower it down. Perfect. Right. Stop that one. So I'll bring it up this way, and the first thing I will do is hose it all off, and then we will take it over to the workshop. We will repair the tractor, and we will repair the stump grinder itself. Let's get you. Right. Hose that one off there a little bit. Come on round here. We've got a lot of mud and stuff accumulated all over this beastie, which we really need to make sure we scrape off. See, some machines, I wouldn't really worry about cleaning them off, to be honest. Like, something like this, I wouldn't be all that concerned about cleaning this one off, because there are no moving parts on the outside that are really going to get blocked up. Except maybe that bit up there, but that wouldn't really accumulate very much dirt in the first place. So I wouldn't have thought that something like that would suffer particularly for having a massive amount of material all over it. But there we go. I know that some of you do want all of my machinery cleaned off absolutely spotless at all times. So I do it. And now that I've got the pressure washer, I will make sure I do it. So let's just shut that one off. And we'll come around this side. The old spanner's going. And we can repair that one for $33. And then I can tab over to that one, repair that one for $1. And then I can repair this one here for $5. Right. Out of there. That bit's all done. I go and put you back now, right where I got you from. The mowers, I haven't run any repairs on, and the same with the baler, but I'm not going to at the moment. We will do that. We'll probably do repair the baler after the next harvest. Once everything else is done on there. So bring you back over here. Lower you down. And you're done. Right. Next up, I want a front loader. So I'm going to take the weight off and get that swapped over. Yeah, I'll stick that front weight just in here, I think. Right there. Lower that one down. Perfect. Right, now, back up round. Some people thought that maybe the control that I had opening and closing the roof, because it was also the same control that is opening and closing the front grab, that was part of the problem that I got. So right now, if I press and hold both buttons, it opens the crane tool. Unfortunately, it's classing it as a crane tool, so I can't change the hotkey for it. I'm just going to have a look and see if there is an option for that. You've got auto loaders here, keyboard steer, snap driving, realign tracks, set guidance points, auto load markers, and things like that. So, yeah, it's a lot of these. It's not actually anything extra. We don't have any extra controls for it, which means that there won't be anything that I can do about that. So this tractor, I won't be able to open and close any front loader attachments. Any front loader attachments, I won't be able to open and close them because it will automatically default to opening and closing the roof instead. Which, quite frankly, I am very, very disappointed in. That seems like the sort of mistake that shouldn't need to be made. Right, hydraulic connection old, stole console, or no, or allo console. So we'll go with hydraulic connection old. Total price 1,500. There shouldn't be any extras. 143. Yeah, that's the one that we want there. And then configuration, wheel brand. That should be fine. Configuration. Oh, there we go. Front hydraulic, no. And then I'm going to go with the heaviest front weight. And hydraulic connection old. So we've got the bigger front weight on there. And then we've got the old hydraulic. It's the original game one on there. So I will customize that. $1,500 to do that. I don't know if that's because I've got the original hydraulic connection, but I've still got that command on there, like press both mouse buttons, open crane tool. Now, if I go over and I get my front loader on, right, get the front loader on over here, like that, and I will unhitch those, and then I will come over to here, lift that one on like that. Right. Now, press both mouse buttons together, open crane tool. That's what it should be. And you can see that I've actually got the crane tool selected. Open both mouse buttons, do both mouse buttons together, and it should open, raise and lower the grab. Right? But it doesn't. It opens and closes the roof. So I am not able to open the log grab. I'm just not physically able to do it with this mod. Right? It does allow you to join a front loader on, but it does not allow a crane tool to work properly. And that is something I am very, very disappointed about. That is a badly made mod. I have said this before. It is... Right. I didn't realise that this guy had gone and got himself stuck. My bad. I should have been paying more attention to what he was doing, but now we've only got 30 minutes until dark. So I'm going to have to just leave him going again, like that. I should really have paid more attention to him. I suppose I could leave the hired help working overnight. There's no... I don't have any rule that says I can't leave the hired help working overnight. Right, now, I was busy over here. So, yes, that is a very poor feature on this mod. Very disappointed with that. And I don't think, you know, that's the sort of thing that should be, well, I feel should be tested, right? It's been put on the same control as the crane arm, so there is no physical way to use this tractor properly with the front loader, right? You just can't do it unless you go through and... I think you'd have to go into the XML file in order to be able to remap it, but that definitely, this is a Mod Hub mod, that is definitely something that I would be going and marking it down. But you know, you can put the star rating on it. Normally, I give a full star rating on just about everything I use, but this is definitely losing points because of that. It's got nothing to do with the fact that I don't actually like the tractor because of personal experience with this tractor. No, that's fine. I can live with that. I can live with the fact that the tractor is not one that I personally like. I'm not going to mark it down for that. Absolutely not. That would just be churlish and childish and, quite frankly, a little bit pathetic. Because I don't like the tractor. It's like going and marking down all of the John Deere mods because they're John Deere. And you don't like John Deere. It's just absolutely ridiculous that anybody would even consider doing that. But there is a function on that mod that does not work as it should, There's been no patch to update it. It's been plenty of time. There were some things that were updated on it. It was like very loud, and that's been updated. There's a couple of other bits that have been updated on it as well, and it did have additional options and stuff added onto it. All updates, all great, all wonderful. You know what? I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to leave that one up in the air. I'm going to put that one down. I am going to put the forks down into the ground a little bit like that, so that nothing will drive onto the forks, but I will leave it down like that. But the fact that the front loader will not operate any open and close on the grab, right? You cannot physically open and close grabs on that tractor because it automatically defaults to opening and closing the little thing on the roof. That's lost points as far as I'm concerned. That's I'm really, really disappointed about that. I don't normally get this wound up about something about a mod, right? I know that mods, there's all sorts of mistakes that you'll see on mods. I don't normally get that concerned about them. This one, it's really, really bugged me that that's even in there. Like that's even a thing. It has really, really irritated me that it is there. I'm not quite sure why. I couldn't tell you why. Right, we're not going to be able to finish this field in the amount of time that we've got before nightfall. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to back up here. I'm going to leave that one right there. I'm going to switch the lights off. I'm going to shut down, and we're going to go to bed now, and then we'll go back and we will finish that field in the morning. So let's go over here. We get a bit of shut-eye over this way. You know what I was going to? I was going to give the sheep some water. We're all right at the moment. We've got a bit of grass and hay. Water is good as well. Next animal in 11 hours. So we will have another animal. We'll have another sheep by the morning. Because I'm going to go... Actually, no. We want to start at 7 in the morning. So we want 11 hours sleep right now. I press R on there. And I will go for my 11-hour break. Sleep. Like that. So we do lose a bit at midnight. We know that. We $7,000 on our loan interest. The rest of it is not so bad. So we're down to $175,000. It's 6:53. We've got another sheep. In 20 hours, we'll have one more. So we do need the next cut. We're definitely going to be wanting some more stuff on there. I'm just going to jump that one forward until 7 o'clock. There we go. Right, back to 5 times speed. Let's go and get you loaded back up with fertilizer. Over here. Start you up and load that back up completely with fertilizer like that. And then I can come out of here. We've got the short work to do over here, which I think I'm going to do first. The bit next to the rock. Got that bit to do. Now, what's it done over here? It's got... I have a job to see, actually. I can't see where it's got fertilizer on it and where it hasn't. Need to go there, and then I need to go soil composition and remove those two. Right, so I do have a patch right here next to this one, but I can't really tell where it is. Because the grass has grown, I can't sort of see where the stuff needs to be spread and where it doesn't. So I'm going to start there. Helper D has completed their task. I bet you haven't. Helper C, oops. I'm betting you haven't finished any... Oh, there we go. Because it was an inch away from where it needed to go. It decided to just give up and not do it. Oh, there... Oh. It's right over there. Oh, no, there we go. I can see the strip now. Now that I've sort of moved out a bit, I can see where it's going. That's because it wasn't actually marked out on the ground previously. So I just need to let it run and do this bit. So as soon as it's done this bit, you can turn around there. And then it's going to go in, and... Now what are you doing? Forward a bit. There you go. Now start up, and it'll run up through there, and then it will get up near the rock. And it will stop, and it will turn around again. There. And then as soon as it's done that, it will turn around again. And I don't think we're going to need... anymore, because I did do one run all the way up through. We'll find out here. It'll tell you as it starts spreading. It'll go up to there, and it's start right. It's spreading on that bit. Right. It does look like it's spreading a full width all the way down through. How far is it going to go? Oh, it stopped there. Yeah, it stopped there because of the edge of what had been done before. I did one run all the way around the edge of the field, didn't I? So that's why it stopped there. And now, going back this way, how much do you need to do up through here? And how much before you come back up? Right, that's got a half a width, but it should only do up to the edge of the rock here. It shouldn't go all the way down to the other end of the field. If I'm looking there, it should only do up to that bit of the rock right there. And then what's it going to do? It's going to drive all the way down to the edge of the field, and it's going to turn round, and it's going to start doing that bit. Which is, I suppose, not really a bad thing. I can wait until it's gone all the way down here and it's turned round, and then I can watch it just start to come back the other way. I have actually run out of time for today's episode, so we're not going to be selling any timber today. We will have to do that at the beginning of next week. We're going to need to be cutting down a few more trees next week. Next week will mostly be a tree week, I think, because we haven't done a tree week for a while. We've been mostly focusing on doing grass for quite a while now. I don't just want to be doing grass all the time. That will get boring. And right, I've got... Let me just stop that a minute. I'm going to move that one over a bit like that. There. And then I'm going to press H. I'm going to let him go on back down through. That's better. Right, so it's just overlapping the bit that's done there, and then we've got a nice full width all the way down this side. But that is all we've got time for. So like I said, next week will be a tree week for the most part. And we've also got our sheep and stuff to take care of as well. And I'm hoping that we will get quite close to our target of $440,000. So if you enjoyed this episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.